Hello YouTube, this is a sim basketball operator with an NBA 2K13 association video, and I have the playoffs for you. I'm going to sim until an elimination game, so here we go against the Pistons. We win game 1, good to see, and it looks like we win game 2, and we win game 3, so it's time to get game 4 on the way.
For some, success is measured by progress. One step, then another. The journey is hard, but holds its own rewards. For others, only the destination counts. Only one measure of achievement truly matters. Indeed, history is written by the winners. The story continues. The NBA playoffs, round 1.
The Detroit fans already at a fever pitch here inside the Palace of Auburn Hills. And here we are for Game 4 of the Eastern Conference quarterfinals. This is a survival contest, no doubt about it. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, joined by sideline reporter Doris Burke. This is a look now at the State Farm starting lineups. And guys, taking a look at Kyrie Irving. What do you think we'll see from him today?
Boy, it's so impressive to see a young guy like Kyrie Irving carry his team's offense, and that's exactly what he's done. He's able to score for himself or find open teammates with his ball handling and passing. So the ideal point guard for a young team.
And, you know, another exceptional quality for Kyrie being a player so early in his career is how calm and collected he is.
Alright, I just love that playoff intro. Just brings a whole new atmosphere to the game. And it's nice to see that we took care of business at home and we still won here in Detroit. And we're getting things off on the right foot with a Kyrie Irving 3. A couple minutes later, Tayshaun Prince is going to try to inbound the ball. But I guess the Pistons aren't ready yet for prime time yet. Irving with the steal. Pass ahead to G. And G knocks down the mid-range jumper. An 11-2 lead. Gets trimmed down a little bit. Running a pick and fade with John Lure. Kick it out to Irving. Irving, hesitation. Gonna swing it over to Lure, who's gonna take a bad shot with the shot clock winding down. Zeller on the boards, and Zeller with the and one dunk. And he's hyped. And that sends a pain through the Detroit crowd. They know they're down 3-0. They need to get this win. And it's not good that they're already down 7 points. But they bring it back a little bit. We led for most of this game, but they were always right there. But here's Waiters sending another statement with that dunk off the drive. Great screen from Zeller. Easy finish from Waiters. And yeah, another inbounds play. Kyle Singler is going to try to swing it across, but Waiters is going to jump in the passing lanes and then throw it up for Omri Caspi. Yes, sir. Brings home the alley-oop. And yep, we're silencing the crowd here at the Palace of Auburn Hills. But here I'm jumping foolishly. Rodney Stuckey is going to get that easy layup. That's just too easy. We can't have that happening. I need to step my game up. Now we're going to run a play for Waiters. Try to answer right back. Swing it over. And bang. He does just that. Here's Irving running our money play. He's going to drift. And he's going to get that jumper. So we got a 5-point lead. I feel pretty comfortable about this game. The Pistons are not that tough of a team. I mean, this is basically two teams that shouldn't really be here. But as you can see, Alonzo G is going to miss that jumper. I screwed up the release. And Andre Drummond is going to come flying through the paint for that alley-oop. Great pass from Brandon Knight. Good feed. I don't want to see that replay. On to the next play. Now here we go. Dion Waiters. Going to ISO. He's going to spin off and answer back with a dunk of his own. Both teams are energized. The Cavaliers just want to move on to round 2. They're tired of the Pistons, and the Pistons are trying to keep this series alive. Here's Varejao back to Waiters, to G, over to Varejao. Just great triangular passing, and Varejao is just psyched. I mean, he's one of the remaining Cavs from the LeBron teams, and obviously this is our first playoff appearance since the LeBron James era. And Varejao is just happy to be back in the playoffs. Irving's going to pick Brandon Knight's pocket, then he's going to lob it up to Alonzo G. G's just such a great finisher on the alley-oop. Really puts a statement there. Great steal from Irving. Defense leaves to easy offense. Good find. G's just always going to bring that down. So here we go. Will Bynum knocks down the free throw. And they're bringing it still within 3. So kind of want to put this game to bed. But they're not making it easy. But here's Samardo getting the and one dunk. A lot of and ones in this game. This is yet another one. Samardo, coming off the bench, has actually had a really good game. I think he finished with like 10 points. It's good to see considering his limited minutes. Here's Maxiel, back to Bynum. This is why the Pistons are ready to go away. Bynum's going to attack, shake Waiters, kick it out to Brandon Knight, and he's going to hit the 3. And they're within 1. Here we go. Bad turnover. Brandon Knight to Tayshaun Prince. Over to Stuckey. And he's going to find Jason Maxiel as the Pistons take the lead. With 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the third quarter. So we need an answer. Going again to Waiters in our money play. And he's going to swoop in for the easy layup. So as you can see at the start of the fourth quarter, we are up by 1. Should be a lot greater lead. Shouldn't be making these mistakes. Come on, we're the 3 seed in the playoffs. They're the 6 seed. Let's put this game to rest right now here in the fourth quarter. But the Pistons are going to be this big pain in the butt. Running efficient offense right here. Making sure every possession counts here in the fourth quarter. They're going to dump it off to Ilyasova, and he's going to get the easy layup. Ilyasova was acquired, I think, for Corey Maggette in a midseason trade. But here I'm going to have a bad turnover from Waiters. But Monroe, their big men are running the floor. But Waiters plays great defense, maybe a foul, I don't know. And he's going to find Omri Caspi for the easy mid-range jumper. That jumper is just so consistent when left wide open. And here comes Monroe. He turns it over. Waiters on the loose ball. Looking ahead, finding Booby Gibson. And he hits the mid-range jumper. And we have retaken the lead. Well, I'm doing a substitution on the fly. Too lazy to pause. But here, Monroe, rebound, and 1. We need some better rebounding. Monroe's got that hustle point signature skill, and it shows right here. Grabbing that board away from Zeller, putting it up despite the contact. Monroe is just a beast, and he looks like he's going to be a beast to come as he hits the free throw. But I think one of the Detroit Pistons' problems this game was it overplayed its starters. We really utilized our depth in this game, and we try to just tire out the Pistons with different lineups and different sets than I usually use. And here I'm running the money play with Kyrie, and he gets the dunk. And we're going to get that Nike vertical replay. Showing off in the fourth quarter, still getting a 34.9-inch vertical. Here's Tayshaun giving it to Brandon Knight. As you can see, the starters have those Gatorade symbols. But the fourth quarter is winding down, and we decide to foul Greg Monroe. And he's going to miss 1 free throw. He's tired. Apparently he can't hit free throws when he's tired, as he misses the second one. Alright. Time to put this game away. Monroe picks up Irving in the transition. This is a mismatch. Half spin, shake Monroe, and get fouled by Tayshaun Prince. Kyrie closing this game out well. Already has 23 points. Make that 24. Yes. 3-point game. Both benches are up their feet. Pistons crowd is really into it, but Kyrie makes this a 2-possession game. Here comes Brandon Knight. Who are they going to go to in crunch time? I was actually wondering who they go to, and they decided to go to Monroe. He can't finish over Varejao, and our guards scramble and grab the board. Here comes Irving. Kick it over to G. Had a shot, but decided to wait it out. And I got a mismatch on Brandon Knight, and I just totally fool him with Alonzo G and get a really easy layup. Now it's a 6-point game. They need a 3, but the Pistons are going to go right back to Monroe. Waiters is there. Kick out to Stuckey. Surprised he didn't shoot that. Instead, he takes a drifting 2 that airballs. Monroe can't put it back up and in. And I guess, folks, that is going to be your ball game. Tristan Thompson here to the line. He makes a free throw. And they sub out Monroe. And he makes a second. We have closed out the Pistons. Round 1 is in the books. I think we're like the first team out of round 1. Varejao get the chase down block on Brandon Knight. Here comes Alonzo G. Double spin. Didn't like what I have. So let's just get one last score for round 1. What do I have here? Oh, the money play. What a surprise. Running around screens. Kyrie pull up. Yes, sir. 10-point game. Pistons have given up. Lawrence Frank is going to sub in his bench. And the Cavaliers will advance to round 2 of the playoffs to face their opponent is yet to be determined. Here comes Will Bynum. Misses it. And there you go. Ooh, an achievement. I think it's the closer because I didn't let them score in the last 2 minutes. That's good to see. Pistons walk off their home court. We're going to just celebrate right on their home court. Kyrie's hyped. And the Pistons are just standing around. And Varejao's going to pump up the crowd, I guess. Kyrie Irving is your MVP. And here for the Pistons, Prince, Knight, Monroe had good games. A bunch of guys scored a little under 10 points. For us, it was Irving 27, Waiters 18, Samuels 12, and Zeller 11. Good production off the bench from our big men especially. As you can see, it was a pretty even game in the team stats. No major edge there. Matched up pretty well. I mean, these are 2 teams that weren't supposed to be in the playoffs after all. They're supposed to be lottery bound. But both teams proved them wrong, had great seasons. The Cavaliers were a little better this time around. So I'm going to simulate the rest of round 1. It looks like Miami got out, beating Washington in 5. Knicks beat Brooklyn in 6. Chicago's going to be our opponent, beating Atlanta in 5. Lakers lose in 7 to the Clippers. Spurs win. OKC is out to the Timberwolves. And Denver beats Sacramento.